Week 7 of the 2016 NFL regular season begins on Thursday, October 20th with one of the top rivalries in the NFL as the Chicago Bears visit the Green Bay Packers in a contest that can be seen on CBS and the NFL Network. The action continues on Sunday, October 23rd with 13 games, including a matchup in London between the New York Giants and the Los Angeles Rams that can be seen on the NFL Network. Starting out on Thursday, October 20th, the Chicago Bears visit the Green Bay Packers. The Packers are 9-point home favorites in this game with the total at 45.5 points. The Packers have won 8 of the last 10 in this series, and they are also 8-2 against the spread, with 4 of the last 5 going over the total. Moving on to Sunday, October 23rd, the New York Giants will play the Los Angeles Rams. The Giants are 2.5-point favorites in this game with the total at 44. The Giants have won 6 of the last 10 in this series, with the last 4 games going over the total. The Minnesota Vikings will visit the Philadelphia Eagles. The Vikings are 2.5-point favorites on the road. The Eagles have won and covered 7 of the last 10 in this series, with 2 of the last 3 games going under the total. The New Orleans Saints will travel to the Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs are 7-point home favorites with the total on this game at 50.5 points. The teams have split their last 8 meetings, although they have not played since 2012, when the Chiefs won 27-24 in New Orleans. The Washington Redskins will travel to the Detroit Lions. The Lions are just 1-point home favorites in this game, with the total at 49. The teams have split their last 10 meetings, both straight up and against the spread, with 7 of the last 10 going under the total. The Cleveland Browns will be visiting the Cincinnati Bengals. The Bengals are big 9.5-point favorites in this game, with the total at 46 points. The Bengals have won 7 of the last 10 in this series, and they are 5-4-1 against the spread, with the last 4 going under the total. The Buffalo Bills will travel to the Miami Dolphins. The Bills will be 3-point favorites on the road in this game, with the total at 45 points. The Bills have won 7 of the last 10 in this series, and they are 6-4 against the spread, with the last 2 games going over the total. The Oakland Raiders will visit the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Jaguars are just 1-point favorites at home with the total at 49. The Jaguars have won 4 of the last 7 meetings, with 3 of the last 4 going over the total. The Indianapolis Colts will travel to the Tennessee Titans. The Titans are 3-point home favorites with the total at 48.5 points. The Colts have won 9 of the last 10 meetings in this series, and they are 8-2 against the spread, with 3 of the last 4 games going over the total. The Baltimore Ravens will visit the New York Jets. The Jets are 1-point home favorites with the total at 41.5 points. The Ravens have won and covered 9 of the last 10 in the series, with 2 of the last 3 going under the total. The San Diego Chargers will visit the Atlanta Falcons. The Falcons are 6.5-point home favorites with the total at 53 points. The Falcons have won 6 of the last 7 in this series against the Chargers, with all 7 games going under the total. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers will visit the San Francisco 49ers. The Buccaneers will be 1.5-point favorites on the road, the total at 48 points. The 49ers have won 6 of the last 10 in this series, and they are 6-4 against the spread, with 3 of the last 4 going over the total. The big game of the week will be the New England Patriots, who visit the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Patriots will be 7-point favorites on the road, with the total at 46 points. The Patriots have won 7 of the last 10 in this series, and they are 6-3-1 against the spread, with 7 of the last 10 going over the total. Last up, we have the Seattle Seahawks visiting the Arizona Cardinals. The Arizona Cardinals are 2.5-point home favorites with the total at 43.5 points. The Seahawks have won and covered 6 of the last 10 in this series, with 2 of the last 3 going over the total. Moving on to Monday, October 24th, the Monday Night Football game has the Houston Texans going to the Denver Broncos. The Broncos are 7.5-point home favorites in this game with the total at 41 points. The Broncos have won and covered 3 of the 5 previous meetings with the Texans, with 3 of the last 4 going under the total. This week, the Carolina Panthers and the Dallas Cowboys have a bye week.